Hey, I'm Son Kim, or Connor McCandless if you're watching me here on Instagram. But if you're on YouTube, I'm America's Face of Dating Baby, and I'm back with another coaching chronicle. And I guess the theme of today's chronicle is going to be about waiting for the right time to do something. And there's this old Chinese proverb that goes, want something long enough and you don't. And I had to think about that proverb for a while because it's like, you want something long enough and you don't. It means basically if you want something but you never take action, do you actually want it? Do you actually want it as bad as you say you do? And that's gonna be the theme of what this guy is writing about. Because he says he wants stuff, but yet he is waiting. And it's becoming now, the problem with dating and relationships, it's becoming now more difficult and more painful to wait and keep waiting versus taking action. And so let's jump right in. He says, hey Connor, I've been following your content for a while and it's finally time I reach out for some guidance. When you say it's finally time I reach out for some guidance, it's like, it means you've been thinking about it for a long time. And even Napoleon Hill in his book, Think and Grow Rich, amazing book, you guys should all read it. I'm about halfway through it right now. But one of the first things he talks about before anything, before he even jumps into the chapters, it's like in the very introduction of the book, one of the quotes he goes is, when a man cannot reach a decision within 60 seconds, when he has all the necessary facts in front of him to make that decision, that man can never be trusted to follow through with any decision he may make from that point forward. And so it's like when you have all the necessary facts in front of you, but you guys still have to think about it or make a decision or wait to make a decision, you can't be trusted basically. He goes, truthfully, I've been stuck in this cycle thinking maybe it's just not the right time for me. But I can't help but wonder if that's just an excuse I keep telling myself. It absolutely is. You're telling yourself, oh, maybe it's just not the right time for me. AKA what that means in man language is I'm just fearful that I'm gonna get rejected and I'm fearful about taking action. So I'm gonna use other things as an excuse to protect my ego from getting bruised and damaged. As a man, you make your own rules, dude. You're the prize. And if you're telling yourself you have to wait for something, then it's just gonna be longer until you get it. You have to take action for the things that you want in life and you have to be moving towards it. As a man, masculine energy is a point. It is a line. It is moving in a direction. Masculine energy isn't a broken arrow and just stop there. It is a directional arrow moving towards something, and you must always be moving towards something and taking action towards that which you want. And if you're not doing that, then you are weakening yourself as a man basically, and women and life can sense that. He says, here's where I'm at. My only relationship lasted 2 weeks before she left. And that's also what David Deida says in his book, The Way of the Superior Man, by the way, about moving in a direction. But he says, here's where I'm at. My only relationship lasted 2 weeks before she left me. She can only stand you for 2 weeks, man. She was like, I'm fucking out of here. I've tried every dating app, he says, out there with zero success. I've even worked with a few dating coaches in the past, but nothing clicked. Dude, that's tough, man. There's a lot of people in this industry and it really, the shit that they do mingles over to what we do because it's like, oh, people start to assume if they work with a coach or work with somebody and they don't get results, that's just every single coach out there. And that sucks because it seems like everyone and their fucking mom wants to be a coach nowadays is what it seems like, which is fine. But if you're going to be a coach, you better damn well make sure that you're good at what you do. And also you better damn well make sure you have practiced and done what you preached. And 99% of the people in this industry have not. They're just people behind a fucking camera, just saying theories or copying my content because I'm one of the few that's actually fucking done everything I've talked about and I've went through it and I've seen it. And it's my purpose to impact and lower the divorce rate by 1% worldwide. If I just lower it by 1% before I die, that's millions of people and their relationships and their families and even their future children saved from the trauma of divorce like I had to go through when I was a child. I keep telling myself to focus on my career, he says, or wait for the right woman. Where'd you get those beliefs from? You probably got them from family or friends. oh, focus on your career and the right woman's going to show up. It's kind of like if I told you, hey, if you want to see a sunset, make sure you run west. The sunrise, or if you want to see a sunrise, make sure you try to run west and see what happens. You're never going to see one because the sun rises in the east. People are like, focus on your career. That's going to attract a woman. How does that even make any logical sense? Focus on your career, make a lot of money. You're going to attract gold diggers that way. Not the right woman. You attract the right woman by learning the skills and taking action on this stuff so you can become that authentic, confident man that attracts a confident, authentic woman as well, and the right woman into your life. He says, but deep down, I know that's delusional. You probably have figured out that's delusional from my content because I talk about that and how family and friends try to convince you, and Hollywood and TV tries to convince you that if you just focus on your career or if you treat the girls really nice, then it's going to attract your dream relationship. And that's just not true. All it attracts is rejection city. The truth is, I don't have the skills to keep the kind of woman I dream about or attract the kind of woman that I dream about. And honestly, I'm tired of being alone. Yeah, well, now you're discovering that the pain of waiting is now becoming greater than the pain of just getting an instant rejection and taking action, which is something that I want you guys to all learn, is that the pain of waiting it slowly accumulates over time like a cancer. And then it just becomes so large, you just can't ignore it anymore. And I want to help you guys avoid that and take action now so you can fix this now before it reaches that point. As the old saying goes from my mentor, he says, kill the monster when it's young. Don't wait for this, like this guy, don't wait, like no offense, dude, but like I did the same thing. But it's like, don't wait until it's so big you can't ignore it anymore. Like start now. So you don't have to go through what this guy is going through. I want to meet someone I can call my wife someday, someone who can truly connect with me, but I feel like I'm running out of options and maybe even time. Well, I don't know how old you are, and you're not running out of options. If you're about 70 years old, maybe you're starting to run out of time a little bit, depending on your health. But if you're 40, 50 max, you've still got plenty of time, dude. I coach a ton of guys in their 40s and their 50s, and it's like, dude, they're like, man, I wish I knew this when I was in my 20s, man. I'm having so much fun. I'm having more fun than I had in my 20s because I'm learning this stuff now. So it's like, you got time still probably, bro. Like if you're under 60. Options, you're definitely not running out of options, dude. The world is growing larger by the day, man. You know what? I think I heard once that there's a person dies every 8 seconds. So you count to 8, someone just died in the world, but someone's born every 6 seconds. And I believe now the population on Earth, I think, is over 8 billion, if I'm correct now. It just went up 1 billion over the last couple of years. That's a lot, dude. So you're not running out of options anytime soon. Let me tell you that. You're only gaining options. But if you keep putting it off, then it doesn't matter if there's options or not because you're just not doing anything about it. He said, what would you recommend for someone like me who's been trying for so long without results? Well, again, dude, like I talked about at the beginning, the Chinese proverb, if you want something long enough, then you don't. If you haven't done anything about it, you said you worked with coaches before, but there's a lot of missing variables there. Did you work with the coaches and not do anything they said? Did you not apply anything? Have you not approached? Like, how long have you been on the dating apps for? Have you tried to fix your profile? Have you tried to fix your texting? Because I guarantee you, dude, like that's one of the first things we do in my program is we break down your guys' profiles if you want to be on the dating apps, and we fix that in about 1 day, and then we fix your texting in about an hour. So you can literally, like, online dating is so easy, man. Online is such an easy code to crack. He said, how do I stop waiting for the perfect moment and start making it happen? Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. You have to just do it. Be like Nike and just fucking do it, bro. Like, how long do you want to wait for, dude? Like, there's no perfect time, bro. Like, as the old saying goes, another Chinese proverb, man, the best time to plant a tree was 100 years ago. The next best time is right now, bro. Like, you got to do something about it. You need the right mentor probably, and then you also need the right implementation process and the right application process. And again, like, sorry to hear that, your taste of coaches has probably kind of had left a bad taste in your mouth. But I mean, how much were you paying for those coaches too, man? If you're paying 100, 200, $100 a month for one of their lame school groups, you're probably not going to get results with those, unfortunately. Like, you need to invest in yourself, man. And you need to really do it with someone who's going to really take care of you like we would here. At the end of the day, though, I don't think your problem is the coach here. I think your problem is you. And if you're just not applying anything and you're not following the blueprint, then you're never going to get results anyways. And you got to take action on that as well. And so if you're a guy and you're struggling with dating, maybe even you watching, you're struggling with dating, you're watching my videos, and you want a coach, you want someone who's going to help you and guide you on this entire path all the way to your goal. If you're here on Instagram, you can message me the word Purple Monkey. That is my long form content, I guess, code word for guys who have watched this video in full and are taking it very seriously. If you're on YouTube, there's a Calendly link in the description below. You can book in a call with my right-hand man or somebody on my team who can walk you through our process, show you what we would do with you as the strategy. And if that all looks good, then we can onboard you into the program right now and get everything taken care of and ready to go, including the investment, including onboarding you into the back-end modules, and including hopping on a call with me and my head CSM in the program to help get you rolling the right way and get you off on the right foot. On that note, I'm Selma Kim. Stop waiting. I'm America's face of dating, and I'll see you guys in the next video.